What's going on, everyone? Your favorite jealous haters back with some more beef. So ever since I started this whole family vlog purge thing, I've had many requests, some good, some bad, and frankly, some BS I really don't give a damn about. But one thing that has always been unanswered and highly requested by all the jealous haters is whether or not this Corinna Koff reject and her little version of the vlog squad have remained friends. And in today's positive and uplifting video, we are going to dive balls deep, well, maybe just the tip, and break down a couple of things that I have personally noticed between JesssFam and KkandbabyJ that makes it seem like they are no longer jerking each other off for views. Okay. Let's all be haters. So let's note that in early 2020, when Apoc was just a young little biatch, I pushed out a video called JesssFam Doesn't Like KkandbabyJ, or whatever the hell it was called. And the premise of is obvious. She doesn't like him. She threw some shade. And I prove so with some sort of chain of events that happened, although it's more speculation more than anything. But basically, I want to include this in this video because, well, runtime, and you know, it's still relevant to the conversation, but mostly runtime. So December 9th, 2019, in a video called Life Update, We Are Moving, JesssFam goes on about, you guessed it, moving. But it's not the life update that matters here. It's the context to what she states within this clip. That just tickles my butthole.
Today we are going and looking at some places. I want to bring you guys with me. I don't want to do this and then like just announce, oh, suddenly we're moving. Like, I want to do it all with you guys.
There's nothing to see here, Apoc. I think you're just trying to spread rumors and hate, and nobody cares about your butthole, so stop talking about it.
No. If KkandbabyJ can talk about fucking each other in front of a bunch of fetuses, what in the hell you think I'm gonna do? But let's backtrack to what Jean Grey here was going on about. She didn't want to just randomly spring a new house or move onto her fan base and wanted to take them along for the ride. You know, as in make money off of the house hunting and the move in general, which is the reality of it, but whatever. But what I find funny is that only a couple of months prior to JesssFam's little announcement, Karen and Cuckboy had a little announcement of their own, which was the purchase of their lake home, in which keeping it in the dark and randomly springing upon their fan base is exactly what they did.
But Apoc, they had to move because they felt unsafe living inside their own home.
Well, if that's the case, then why didn't they mention anything about safety in one of their podcast episodes based on why they bought their dream home?
So why now? Why now did we get the house? Why didn't we like wait a little bit?
Buy later?
Yeah. It's kind of an impulse.
You really freaking wanted to?
Well, you put it in my head and then you can't take it back.
Okay, so this is how we moved into
You
the
can't
house.
bring me to a house.
Sounds like a materialistic impulse buy to me. And let's not forget one of the biggest indicators here. If the house was so damn unsafe as Karen made it seem, then why in the hell did she give the fucking house to her mom? Now, the only reason why I believe that clip of JesssFam shaded KkandbabyJ in the first place is because it's literally based shortly after they announced their lake home. This is nothing but an assumption, although it would make a lot of sense because Karen and Kwa skipped out on JesssFam's 10-year YouTube anniversary party because they were
Too busy. They were busy, Apoc. Karen has kick-ass and Kwa does real estate. You would know this if you actually did your research, loser.
The weirdos who say shit like this don't even think women can retain natural pooches after pushing out 3 children. Karen does nothing for kick-ass aside from picking out colors and has an entire team behind her running the show, and Kwa picks and chooses when he does real estate. He does not rely on it for an income. Every move for them outside of YouTube is a damn side hustle. And let's not play pretend here. We all know Karen's own head is always up her ass and wants everyone else to follow suit. I have literally been talking to someone within Karen's inner circle who has stated things based around this exact situation.
Relationships with her are very weird. She invites people to a lot of events but never shows up to her friends, baby showers, birthday parties, etc. But everyone shows up to her parties. She's always too busy.
Point is, it seems that this very thing happened to JesssFam. KK were invited but too busy to come, even though the only thing popping off for them at that time was just more shopping and decorating. And again, this is all based off of speculation. But let's just get to something a little more concrete and just recently happened. So as you all know, 2020 was a pretty poop year, but not for all, especially vloggers. It was actually a pretty damn good year to JesssFam. She moved into a new home, she got paid to go to Disney, and her growth on YouTube itself was pretty baller. In fact, she now has surpassed KkandbabyJ. But I'm not here to sub-shame. I'll leave that up to JesssFam, who did just that, and if you don't believe me, okay. Now, recently my favorite Firecrotch posted up on her Instagram thanking her community for reaching 1.19 million subs, which is a little odd.
There's nothing wrong with that, Apoc. She was just being thankful to her community for reaching a goal. You're just nitpicking now.
No, I'm really not, because when you think about it, goals and milestones aren't really based around these numbers. It would have made much more sense for her to do this once she reached 1.2 million. Instead on 1.19. Not to mention, why didn't she
Thank her community?
for reaching 1.18 or 1.17 or 1.16? It's just extremely coincidental that she did this at 1.19 million, the day that she surpasses Karen and Kwa, and the day that I even pointed this out, and hours later she did too. That's how all these lames shade each other nowadays, through uplifting social media posts that seem harmless but are really a slap in the face. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's all the slaps I have for you today. If you need further proof that Jess and KK are no longer best buddies, note that when this little redheaded she-devil flew off to Florida on her free vacation to Disney, and even though she was basically a stone's throw away from Karen and Kwa, she didn't stop by to say,
What's up, dude?
in the conclusion,
Redheads do it better.